Mikey Mary, Billie Jean, Christian Dior. Hello gentlemen, didn't see you there. I was just listening to some rap music. Kinda awkward seeing you here. While you're here, I want to talk about some life lessons that I have learned from listening to rap music. So let's get right into it. One of the first life lessons that I learned from listening to rap music is that life is not always going to be like a walk in the park, and many people's lives are tougher than you and I could ever imagine. The majority of the rappers that you and I might know or not know of have had lives or still have lives that are very tough and out of our imaginations, where they might need to do some illegal, shady, or even dangerous things in order to afford having a roof over their heads and get some food into their stomachs. In rap music, that is often the case. If you find one of the popular rappers out there, you might hear a song where they talk about how dangerous their lifestyles were before they started rapping, or if they had some friends that instead of rapping, they were doing some dangerous stuff that either got them killed or were near to get them killed. So one of the earliest and maybe one of the most important lessons that I learned from listening to rap music is that life is not always going to be easy, and for some people it's not going to be easy anytime soon. So if you ever think of your life being tough because of some minor things, always think of it this way: life could have been worse for you, and it is worse for someone out there in the world. Someone's life will always be worse than yours. You just can't imagine it. So remember, don't take small things for granted, and life may be bad at some point, but someone's life is 10 times, if not 100 times worse than yours, and it's always going to be that way. The second life lesson that I have learned from listening to rap music is by far my most favorite lesson that I have learned so far, and that is something that has given me a lot of patience and hope, and that is that great things don't happen quickly. Great things take time to happen, and sometimes it takes way longer than you think. I want to specifically mention Meek Mill. Meek Mill, at a point in his career, has been doing music for 13 years and have been paid this much.
10 when I started rapping. I'm 26, that's 16 years. I just started getting money 3 years ago. That's 13 years. If it take me 13 years to get this money, why can't it take you 13 years?
Imagine doing something for 13 years as a career and being paid nothing. For reference, I have been doing YouTube videos on the Men's Improvement YouTube channel for you guys for nearly 3 years, and I have been paid the same amount as he did for 13 years. $0. And that is fine for me, because this lesson has taught me to be patient and to keep doing something that I love in order for it to succeed. It's very rare for huge and amazing things to succeed and to happen after the first try. Sometimes it takes effort number 2, effort number 3, effort number 100, effort number 1,000. Sometimes it takes way more time and way more effort than you think for something truly amazing to happen for you. Many people get very frustrated if something doesn't go their way after the first attempt. I have learned to deal with it and actually proceed to do something after the first fail, after the second fail, after the third fail. I know that things might fail, but for something to truly succeed, it needs time, attention, and effort. And no matter how many times something that you truly love and are truly passionate about fails, you need to keep going. That is something I have learned from rap. Speaking of time, the third lesson that I have learned from listening to rap music is that the journey is worth the wait. And what I mean by that is that if you see all of these rappers and pop stars and generally celebrities, their journey has been worth it. Some people might have had a shorter journey to success, and some people might have had a longer journey to success. As I mentioned, Meek Mill, it took him more than 13 years to finally start to earn money, and look at him now. He is wealthy, he is successful. I could go on and on and on with mentioning names where they started from the very bottom and worked on their craft, spent time in the studio writing lyrics, mixing, and finally releasing some of their songs, and seeing them go from 0 to 100. It's amazing to see every single time that someone's journey has actually paid off, that their time and effort has paid off. To see all of these rappers start from the very bottom and now being at the top with luxurious and flashy lifestyles compared to where they started. It motivates me every single time, and it gives me motivation to keep on going and working towards my goals and keep doing these videos for you guys, because I know that one day I will look back on this very moment and other moments in my past and look at it and think, wow, I am grateful that I continued doing what I was doing in order for me to become successful this day. The fourth lesson is that anything is possible. If you ever do your research at some of the rappers past and looking at their lifestyle and what they had to do in order for them to become successful today, your mind will be blown. It's crazy. And to see them now being successful, rich, wealthy in many ways, and becoming a celebrity, it blows my mind. If that isn't a message for you that anything is possible, I don't know what is. If Lil Pump could ever become successful and wealthy and a celebrity, anything is possible at this point. The fifth lesson I have learned from rap music is to keep your circle small, but to keep it great. You don't need a lot of friends to have a good friend group. All the things you need are a few friends that are good friends. For reference, look at Lil Baby, Gunna, and Young Thug. They hang out with each other all the time, and what have they done? They have increased their wealth massively, produced amazing songs together and individually. If that doesn't show you that you don't need a lot of friends to have a good friend group, I don't know what does. The only things you need to have a good friend group is to narrow it down to the best possible people that are beneficial for you to hang around with. If you yourself want to become successful in some way, shape, or form, and you have a few friends, there might be 1 to maybe 3 friends in total that want to be successful as well, surround yourself with them, because they are going to motivate you and lift you up when you feel down, and maybe even come with ideas and positive feedback to improve your craft and skill set. Gentlemen, the sixth and final life lesson that I have learned from listening to rap music is to do what the greats are doing. If you want to become a rapper, you need to do what the rappers do. If you want to become a professional football player, you need to do the training that the professional players do. If you want to become the smartest kid in school, you need to do what the present smartest kid in school is doing to become smarter. You need to learn from people that are better than you at something you want to become better at. That's the best way possible to learn something, because you're learning from the very best people in these areas. If you truly want to become the best version of yourself in any criteria, look at the people that already are the best and learn from them.